Good evening, everyone. I'm Suba, Shonita's mother. Today is a very special and joyous occasion. We are very excited to celebrate this day with all of you, and it is a special privilege to welcome you to Shonita's Arangetram. More than anything else, it is your love, goodwill, prayers, support, friendship, and guidance which Shonita and all of us will value today. Shonita has reached an important milestone in her Bharatanatyam dance journey. Bharatanatyam dancing is a demanding artistic discipline, and this Arangetram is a culmination of years of effort. For the next few hours, we will have the opportunity to enjoy Shonita dancing. Shonita, Sanjukta, and I have all had the privilege of learning from the Shubhanjali School of Performing Arts for the past 12 years. This program will be Shubhanjali's 107th Arangetram. Whoa, 107. Isn't that something? Shonita's dance gurus are Srimati Suba Ramesh Parmar and Sri Swamimalai K. Suresh, fondly known as Shubaka and Suresh sir. We are thrilled and deeply grateful for their tireless support and dedication to Bharatanatyam and to making this event happen today. Suresh sir, I know you are watching this program, and we look forward to seeing you in person soon. A few housekeeping rules. For those of you who know me, I'm a teacher by profession, so I can't let that part of me go. Please keep your mask on throughout the program. Please be seated with your parties or your pods. Please keep your phones on silent during the program. There is no flash photography or video allowed. This event is being live-streamed, and the link is at shonita.com. If you wish to enter or exit during the program, please do so at the conclusion of a given item. The program items are listed in the program brochure. If you didn't get a chance to grab one, there are QR codes set up front, and it will direct you to the website shonita.com. Please do sign the signature book that's outside. Validated parking passes are available outside. There's a person named Mr. Srini who's handing out those passes. There is no food or drinks allowed inside the auditorium. Lastly, Shonita and all of us are keen on supporting Cleveland Aradhana, North America's most prominent Indian classical music and dance festival. Through this program, the QR code and information for this is available outside and also on our website, shonita.com. I will now introduce our program MC, Kavya Venkatesan. Kavya is a sophomore at Old Bridge High School. Kavya is a Bharatanatyam dancer herself and a Carnatic vocalist. She is also the first chair at her school's orchestra. As MC, Kavya is honored to share the stage with her friend Shonita. Kavya's friendship with Shonita continues to bloom from their shared love of arts. Kavya, over to you.
Good evening, everyone. I am so honored to welcome each of you to the Arangetram, or formal dance debut, of Shonita Srinivasan. I am Kavya Venkatesan, your master of ceremonies for this evening. This Arangetram is a testament to Shonita's passion, hard work, resilience, and dedication to dance. It is also a celebration of the next generation of artists in the making. Seeing Shonita's consistent effort pay off is truly incredible, and we are all looking forward to her formal dance debut in Bharatanatyam today. Throughout each performance, I will explain the story behind each piece and describe some of the aesthetics of the beautiful art, Bharatanatyam. Tonight's Arangetram is a bit different from what we've been used to. Guru Suba will be on stage, wielding the Nattuvangam, and will be conducting the Arangetram to pre-recorded music. This music was graciously recorded by the same set of musicians who would have originally been here tonight. We are so thankful to Guru Suba and Guru Suresh for coordinating with the musicians in India, working with them to bring this same unique experience to the stage today. Let us begin with the invocation which Shonita will render herself, supported by her father and first guru, Shri Ravi Srinivasan on the violin, and Shrikar Iyer on the mridangam. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to start by saying thank you so much for attending in person and virtually. For today's invocation, I will be singing Shri Mahaganapate in Ragam Nate. Sorry, Ragam Abu. Shri Mahaganapate, Shri Vallabhapate, 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 Shri Mahaganapate. मणिभूषण कोमल नलिन चरण सामज वर वरानन रामचंद्र शरण श्री महागणपते श्री वल्लभापते श्री महागणपते Thank you.
What a wonderful way to begin the Arangetram. Our first piece for this evening is the Pushpanjali. The Pushpanjali is an invocatory piece performed at the start of an Arangetram. In Sanskrit, Pushpanjali means paying respect through the offering of flowers to Lord Nataraja, the god of dance. The dancer then seeks blessings from God, gurus, musicians, and you, the audience, for a successful performance. The dancer also seeks forgiveness from Mother Earth for dancing upon her. This Pushpanjali is in Ragam Bahudari and is set to Adi Talam. This beautiful piece is composed by Guru Shri S.K. Suresh. This will be immediately followed by the Hari Narayana Kautavam. A Kautavam is a typical temple dance dedicated to a deity and contains short jadis. It is generally characterized by its unique rhythmic construction and brevity. The focus of this Kautavam is Lord Vishnu. Throughout the dance, numerous episodes of the Das Avadaram, the 10 incarnations of Lord Vishnu on earth, are portrayed. The Hari Narayana Kautavam is in the magnificent ragam Gambhira Nate and is set to Adi Talam. This composition is by Guru Gangai Muthu Pillai. Please, warmly welcome Shonita for her first performance of the evening, the Pushpanjali followed by the Kautavam. Thank you.
ताम ताम तजनुताम तकजनुततोम तोम तदिनितोम दिनितकिटताम ताम तजनुताम तकजनुततोम तोम तदिनितोम दिनितकिटताम ताम तजनुताम तकजनुततोम तोम तदिनितोम दिनितकिटताम ताम तजनुताम तकजनुततोम तजनुताम तकजनुततोम तजनुतां तकजनुततों तों तदिनितों दिनितकिटतां तां 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 तजनुतां तकजनुततों तों तदिनितों दिनितकिटतीं तजनुतीं दीं तजनुतदीं दीं तकजनुतदीं दिनितकिटतीं तजनुतीं दीं तजनुतदीं दीं तकजनुतदीं दिनितकिटजनकुत जं तकदीं तजं जनकुत तों तकदीं ततों जनकुत जं तकदीं तजं जनकुत तों तकदीं ततों तां तकजनुतदीं दीं तकजनुतदीं तों तकजनुतदीं जनुतदीं तां तकजनुतदीं दीं तकजनुतदीं तों तकजनुतदीं जनुतदीं तां तकजनुतदीं दीं तकजनुतदीं तों तकजनुतदीं जनुतदीं तजनु जनुतदीं तदीं तकजनु जनुतदीं तदीं तकतजनु जनुतदीं दीं तदीं तजनुतदीं जनुतदीं तदीं तजनु जनुतदीं तदीं तकजनु जनुतदीं तदीं तकतजनु जनुतदीं दीं तदीं तजनुतदीं जनुतदीं तदीं तदीं तदलाङ्कुजं जं ततों तदीं ततों तों तदीं तदलाङ्कुजं जं तदीं गिणतों दीं 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 तदीं गिणतों तां तां तजनुतां तकजनुततों तों तदिनितों दिनितकिटतां तां ना ததி தொம் நம் என்றொரு தாளம் தாள கிருபை ஞான தெழுவது ஹரி ஹரி நாராயண கௌத்வமே ததி தொம் நம் என்றொரு தாளம் தாள கிருபை ஞான தெழுவது ஹரி ஹரி நாராயண கௌத்வமே ததி தொம் நம் என்றொரு தாளம் தாள கிருபை ஞான தெழுவது ஹரி ஹரி நாராயண கௌத்வமே ஒத்திர ஆரம் உடையவரா 74 சதுர்யுகமும் எங்கும் முழங்கிய தங்க பதஞ்சதுரங்கள் தொழுதிடும் சக்கரராயன் 74 சதுர்யுகமும் எங்கும் முழங்கிய தங்க பதஞ்சதுரங்கள் தொழுதிடும் சக்கரராயன் தரணி அளந்தவன் சதுர்வேதன் இலங்கை ராவணன் துளங்க மடியவே மலங்க மது செய்த மதுசூதன் தரணி அளந்தவன் சதுர்வேதன் இலங்கை ராவணன் துளங்க மடியவே மலங்க மது செய்த மதுசூதன் மத்ஸ்ய கூர்மவராகவதாரன் மண்ணை அளந்தவன் மகமாயன் மத்ஸ்ய கூர்ம வராகவதாரன் மண்ணை அளந்தவன் மகமாயன் அச்சம் தவிர்த்த சௌரியராயன் ஹரிநாராயண கௌத்வமே அச்சம் தவிர்த்த சௌரியராயன் ஹரிநாராயண கௌத்வமே கிட்டத்தக்க ஜனுஜே குக்கு ஜனுஜே குக்கு தக்க ஜனுஜே குக்கு ஜனுஜே குக்கு த குடிங் குத கிட்ட தும் கிட்ட கிட்ட தகிடன் தங்கி கிட்ட தக தீக்கிதாம் தத தாம் தத தாம்
What a wonderful way to begin the Arangetram. It's clear that Shonita is such a talented and dedicated dancer. Let's give her one more big round of applause. At this juncture, let's get to know a little bit more about the Gurus and the Shubhanjali School of Performing Arts. Shubhanjali is a pioneering non-profit performing arts organization founded in 1992 by artistic director Suba Ramesh Parmar, or as we all lovingly know her, Suba Auntie. Shubhanjali is not just a dance school, but also a well-conceived methodology where the unique through the systematic study of technique and culture. And in doing so represents Indian classical and folk dance to a global audience. Guru Suba is a highly sought-after dancer, teacher, and choreographer in the NJ area. She is the recipient of various grants from the Union County Cultural and Heritage Affairs and the NJ Arts Council. She's a proponent of the vintage Pandanallur style of Bharatanatyam and is the direct disciple of Kalaimamani Guru Indra Rajan and Pandanallur Srinivasa Pillai, both acclaimed doyens of this respected tradition. She is the recipient of many prestigious awards, has received rave reviews for the exemplary original dance productions, and is a seasoned Nattuvanar. Please give it up for Suba Auntie. Guru Suresh Kalidas is an accomplished dancer, singer, choreographer, and Nattuvanar, and is the recipient of several awards, including the Kanchi Kamakoti Peetam Asthana Vidwan title from Kanchi Shankaracharya, the Ustad Bismillah Khan Yuva Puraskar from Sangeet Natak Academy, Natya Sangeeta Kala Bharati from Bharat Kalachar. Guru Suresh is a fifth-generation artist from his family. He's the great-grandnephew and disciple of veteran Guru Swamimalai S.K. Rajaratnam, under whom he mastered Bharatanatyam, voice, and Nattuvangam. He is also a senior disciple of violin maestro late Sri Lalgudi Ji Jayaraman. Let's have a round of applause for Guru Suresh. We have now arrived at the central piece of an Arangetram, the Varanam. Varanam literally means colors, and this piece showcases all the various facets of Bharatanatyam in a vibrant and unique way. The Varanam is a challenging, complex piece as it tests the dancer's stamina and skill through Abhinaya and Nritta. Today's Varanam, Kolamayil, is in praise of Lord Muruga. This Varanam contains complex jadis set in 3 speeds and various episodes from the life of Lord Muruga, who is also known as Lord Kartikeya. The first Sanchari of the Varanam shows Muruga in disguise as an old man with a long grey beard and bent over with age. Valli, the jungle princess and a tribal girl, takes pity on the old man and offers him water. After receiving the water, the old man asks Valli to marry him. Valli is disgusted by his aged looks and declines the offer to marriage. The old man then calls his brother, the elephant god Ganesha, for assistance. Instantly, from out of the jungle behind Valli comes Ganesha in the form of a wild, trumpeting elephant. Valli gets the fright of her life, rushing back into the arms of the old man and begging him to save her. Valli is soon relieved to see the elephant disappear, and she turns around slowly to see the old man again, who has now transformed into Lord Muruga. Valli was thrilled to see that it was her beloved god, and after that, they were never apart. The second Sanchari describes the birth of Lord Kartikeya. It begins with Lord Shiva and meditation. To disturb the meditation of Lord Shiva, all the Devatas approached Kama Deva Manmathan and requested him to launch the Kama Bana towards Lord Shiva. The arrow hit its target, and Lord Shiva's meditation was broken. An intense, hot flame channeled out as a missile from Shiva's third eye and struck on Kama, scorching him mercilessly and turning him into a pile of ashes. The sparks from Shiva's eye then fell into the waters, which form the 6 flowers, or the 6 heads of Kartikeya. In the third Sanchari, the dancer depicts the classic sibling rivalry story between Ganesha and Kartikeya. One day, the sage Narada visited Shiva on Mount Kailash and gave him a knowledge fruit. The one who ate it would gain knowledge and wisdom. Now, Lord Shiva was in a predicament. Which of his 2 sons should he give the fruit to? He decided to set up a race between the 2 brothers. Whoever circled the world thrice and came back first would win. Kartikeya didn't waste any time on thought. He jumped onto his peacock and zoomed off before anyone could even blink. Now I would like to introduce a few of our incredible musicians. Shri Hari Babu is a versatile Mridangam exponent trained by Kalai Mamani V.P. Ramadas and Kalai Mamani Shri Thiruvarur Bhakta Vatsalam. He is proficient in Pakavaj, Nattuvangam, and rhythmic compositions, and is a specialist for Bharatanatyam and Kuchipudi dances. Here in the US, he has performed at the Kennedy Center, Fall for Dance, and Jacob's Pillow Dance Festival. Next, we have Shri T. Shashidhar, initially learned flute from P. Vishwanatha Rao, S. Raghu, and T. N. Shivakumar. He was further trained at the Rukmini Devi College of Fine Arts, Kalai Kshetra. He is an A-grade artist of All India Radio and has received awards from numerous sabhas in India. He works as an assistant professor at Kala Kshetra Foundation. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Shonita as she brings the timeless sancharis or stories to life about Lord Muruga in Haravaranam, Kolamayil in Ragam Shanmuga Priya, set to Talam Adi and composed by Sri Madurai N. Krishnan. Thank you.
கோலமயில் வாகனனே குஞ்சரி மணாளனே கோலமயில் வாகனனே குஞ்சரி மணாளனே கோலமயில் Dalanku takadiku takata dingina tomta di ta ka jam di ta ka jam ta ka jam ta kun ta ri ki ta ta ka di ta ka jam di ta ka jam ta ka jam ta kun ta ri ki ta ka di ta ka jam di ta ka jam ta ka jam Takuntari kita takadi takajam di takajam takajam takuntari kita takadi takajam di takajam takajam takuntari kita takadi takajam di takajam takajam Takuntari kita takata di 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 takajam takajam ta di takuntari kita takata di takajam takajam tai di takuntari kita takata di takajam tari kita takata di takajam tari kita takajam tari kita takata dikuta dinginatum takadikuta dinginatum takadikuta dinginatum tati takajam tari kita takadi takajam tari kita takajam tari kita takata dinginatum takata dinginatum takata dinginatum tati takajam tari kita takadi takajam tari kita takajam tari kita takata dinginatum tadinginatum tadinginatum takata dinginatum takata dinginatum takata dinginatum takadikuta dinginatum takadikuta dinginatum takadikuta dinginatum கோலமயில் வாகனனே குஞ்சரி மணாளனே கோலமயில் வாகனனே குஞ்சரி மணாளனே கோலமயில் வாகனனே குஞ்சரி కుతక తతికిటతం తది తరిత జొను తత్తితా తా తా కిడతక తరికిటతం తకది తరిత జొను తత్తి తై 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 కిడతక తరికిటతం తత్తి తరిత జొను తత్తితా కిడతక తరికిటతం తకది తరిత జొను తత్తి తై కిడతక తరికిటతం తత్తి తరిత జొను తా తకది తరిత జొను తై తత్తి తరిత జొను తకది తరిత జొను తత్తి తరిత జొను తత్తి తా తకది కిడతక తరికిటతం తరిత జొను తత్తి తై తక్కడతక తరికిటతం తక్కడతక తరికిటతం తరిత జొను తత్తి తా కిడతక తరికిటతం కిడతక తరికిటతం కిడతక తరికిటతం తత్తి తరిత జొను తత్తి తా తకది కిడతక తరికిటతం తరిత జొను తత్తి తై తక్కడతక తరికిటతం తక్కడతక తరికిటతం తరిత జొను తత్తి తా కిడతక తరికిటతం కిడతక తరికిటతం కిడతక తరికిటతం తత్తి తరిత జొను తత్తి తా తకది కిడతక తరికిటతం తరిత జొను తత్తి తై తక్కడతక తరికిటతం తక్కడతక తరికిటతం తరిత జొను తత్తి తా కిడతక తరికిటతం కిడతక తరికిటతం కిడతక తరికిటతం கோலமயில் வாகனனே குஞ்சரி மணாளனே கோலமயில் வாகனனே குஞ்சரி மணாளனே கோலமயில் வாகனனே குஞ்சரி மணாளனே கோரிய வரங்களை கொடுப்பவனே பூமரனே கோரிய வரங்களை கொடுப்பவனே குமரனே கோரிய வரங்களை கொடுப்பவனே குமரனே கோரிய வரங்களை கொடுப்பவனே குமரனே கோரிய வரங்களை கொடுப்பவனே குமரனே கோரிய வரங்களை கொடுப்பவனே குதகதி குதகத ததிகிட்டதும் ததி தகிட்டத ஜம் ஜம் தா கிடதக தடிங்கு தகதா கிடதக தடிங்கு தகதை கிடதக தடிங்கு தகதிமி தகிட்டத ஜம் ஜம் தா கிடதக தடிங்கு தகதா கிடதக தடிங்கு தகதை கிடதக தடிங்கு தகததி தகிட்டத ஜம் ஜம் தா கிடதக தடிங்கு தகதிமி தகிட்டத ஜம் ஜம் தை கிடதக தடிங்கு தகததி தகிட்ட ஜம் தா கிடதக தடிங்கு தகதிமி தகிட்ட ஜம் தை கிடதக தடிங்கு தகததி தகிட்ட ஜம் தடிங்கு தாதிமி தகிட்ட ஜம் தடிங்கு தா தடிங்கு தா தடிங்கு தா நக தடிங்கு தா கிடதக தடிங்கு தா தடிங்கு தக தடிங்கு தகதிகு தடிங்கு திரிகுடு தக ததி தக தகதிகு தத்தித்த கிடதக தரிகிடதோம் தடிங்கு தக தடிங்கு தகதிகு தடிங்கு திரிகுடு தக ததி தக தகதிகு தத்தித்த கிடதக தரிகிடதோம் தடிங்கு தக தடிங்கு தகதிகு தடிங்கு திரிகுடு தக ததி தக தகதிகு தத்தித்த கிடதக தரிகிடதோம் கோரிய வரங்களை கொடுப்பவனே குமரனே கோரிய வரங்களை கொடுப்பவனே குமரனே வள்ளியில் நாயகனே வாழ்வு அளிப்பவனே 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 வள்ளியில் நாயகனே வள்ளிய நாயகனே வாழ்வு அளிப்பவனே வள்ளிய நாயகனே வாழ்வு அளிப்பவனே வள்ளிய நாயகனே பவனே வள்ளிய நாயகனே தளங் குதக தி குதக ததி கிட்ட தும் த த ரி த ரி த ஜம் த ரி த ரி த நம் த ஜம் ta nam ta ram ta di தத்தரித்தரித்தஜம் தரித்தரித்தண்ணம் தஜம் தண்ணம் தர்ரம் தாதி தத்தரித்தரித்தஜம் தரித்தரித்தண்ணம் தஜம் தண்ணம் தர்ரம் தாதி தத்தரித்தரித்தஜம் தரித்தரித்தண்ணம் தத்தஜம் தத்தண்ணம் தத்தரம் தத்ததி தத்தரித்தரித்தஜம் தரித்தரித்தஜம் தஜம் தண்ணம் தரம் ததி தத்தரித்தரித்தஜம் தரித்தரித்தஜம் தஜம் தண்ணம் தரம் ததி தத்தரித்தரித்தஜம் தாரிதகிட்டதக தரித்தரித்தஜம் தாரிதகிட்டதக தரித்தஜம் தரித்தணம் தரித்தரம் தரிததி தஜம் தண்ணம் தரம் ததி ததிங்கிண்ணத்தம் தத்தஜம் தண்ணம் தரம் ததி ததிங்கிண்ணத்தம் தத்தஜம் தண்ணம் தரம் ததி தகரிக்கு திண்ணத்தம் வள்ளியில் நாயகனே வாழ்வு அளிப்பவனே வள்ளியில் நாயகனே வாழ்வு அளிப்பவனே வள்ளியில் நாயகனே வாழ்வு அளிப்பவனே கந்தனே கடம்பனே கார்த்திகை பாலனே 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 கந்தனே கடம்பனே pa ma pa sa pa ma pa da ni ga ri sa ni da ni ri sa ni da pa ma pa da ni da pa ma pa sa pa ma pa da ni ga ri sa ni da ni ri sa ni da pa ma pa da ni da pa ma pa sa pa ma pa da ni sa ri ni sa da ni pa da ma pa da ni ga ri sa pa ma ga ri sa ni da pa ma ga ri ga ma pa da sa ri ga ma pa da ma pa da ni sa ri ga ri sa ni sa da ni pa da ma pa da ni sa ri ga ri sa ni da ni ri sa ni da pa da ni da pa da ni ga ri கோலமயில் வாகனனே குஞ்சரி மணாளனே கோலமயில் வாகனனே குஞ்சரி மணாளனே கோலமயில் வாகனனே பழனியாண்டவா பாபத்தை தீர்க்கவா பிரணவ ரூபனே சக்தி மைந்தனே கண் பார்த்தருள்வாய் மால் மருகா கவலையை அகற்றும் கங்காதரன் புதல்வா கணபதியின் சோதரனே காக்க சமயம் இதுவே குமரா திருப்பரங்குன்றம் வேலா திருச்செந்தூர் சீலா திருத்தணிகை வாசா கோலமயில் வாகனனே பழனியாண்டவா பாபத்தை தீர்க்கவா பிரணவ ரூபனே சக்தி மைந்தனே கண் பார்த்தருள்வாய் மால் மருகா கவலையை அகற்றும் கங்காதரன் புதல்வா கணபதியின் சோதரனே காக்க சமயம் இதுவே குமரா திருப்பரங்குன்றம் வேலா திருச்செந்தூர் சீலா திருத்தணிகை வாசா கோலமயில் வாகனனே குஞ்சரி மணாளனே கோலமயில் வாகனனே ஷண்முக பிரியனே உன் நாமம் ஷண்முக பிரியனே உன் நாமம் சதா ஜபிக்க அருள் தா ஷண்முக பிரியனே உன் நாமம்
Dalan kutaka di kutaka tadi kita tongkari tak jam tak kita tak jenuta tak demi tak kutari kita tak tanah tak jam tak kita tak jenuta తకదమి తకుతరికిట తకతరి తక్షం తకిట తకజడు కన తక్షం తకిట తకజడు జడు తక్షం తకిట తకజడు చిమి తక్షం తకిట తకజడు తరి తక్షం తకన తక్షం తజడు తక్షం తదిమి తక్షం తరి తన జడు తిమి తత్తిత్త కృతకృతం దిత్తరి తన జడు తిమి తత్తిత్త కృతకృతం కృతకృతం తత్తిత్తరి తన జడు తిమి కలంకుతం కృతకృతం కృతకృతం కృతకృతం
ஷண்முக பிரியனே உன் நாமம் சதா ஜபிக்க அருள் தா 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 ஷண்முக பிரியனே 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 நாமம் சதா ஜபிக்க அருள் தா சானித பா மா பா க க ம க பா மத இத பத நி சானித பா மா பா க க ம க பா மத இத பத நி ஷண்முக பிரியனே நாமம் சதா ஜபிக்க அருள் தா ஷண்முக பிரியனே நாமம் சதா ஜபிக்க அருள் தா ஷண்முக பிரியனே நாமம் சதா ஜபிக்க அருள் தா பக்தர்கள் வாழ்வினிலே இக பர சுகம் கொடுத்திடும் பக்தர்கள் வாழ்வினிலே இக பர சுகம் கொடுத்திடும் பக்தர்கள் வாழ்வினிலே இக பர சுகம் கொடுத்திடும் ஷண்முக பிரியனே நாமம் சதா ஜபிக்க அருள் தா ஷண்முக பிரியனே நாமம் சதா ஜபிக்க அருள் தா தனி பதனி ம பதனி கம பதனி ரி கம பதனி சரி கம பதனி தனி பதனி ம பதனி கம பதனி ரி கம பதனி சரி கம பதனி ஷண்முக பிரியனே நாமம் சதா ஜபிக்க அருள் தா ஷண்முக பிரியனே நாமம் சதா ஜபிக்க அருள் தா ஷண்முக பிரியனே நாமம் சதா ஜபிக்க அருள் தா கனி பெரணி உலகை நீ வலம் வரணி மயில் மீது நீ விரைந்தாகி நீ கனி பெரணி உலகை நீ வலம் வரணி மயில் மீது நீ விரைந்தாகி நீ கனி பெரணி உலகை நீ வலம் வரணி மயில் மீது நீ விரைந்தாகி நீ கனி பெரணி உலகை வலம் வரணி மயில் மீது நீ விரைந்தாய நீ தனி பெரணி உலகை நீ வலம் வரணி மயில் மீது நீ விரைந்தாய நீ ஷண்முக பிரியனே நாமம் சதா ஜபிக்க அருள்தா ஷண்முக பிரியனே நாமம் சதா ஜபிக்க அருள்தா சா சா கரி சா நித பம பத நிசா ரிக சரி நிசா பத நிசா சா கரி சா நித பம பத நிசா ரிக சரி நிசா பத நிசா ரிக மா கரி சா பத நிரி சா நித பா சரி க மா பரிஷன் முக பிரியனே நாமம் சதா ஜபிக்க அருள்தா ஷண்முக பிரியனே நாமம் சதா ஜபிக்க அருள்தா ஷண்முக பிரியனே நாமம் சதா ஜபிக்க அருள்தா சோலை மலை கரசே சுந்தர ரூபனே சோலை மலை கரசே சுந்தர ரூபனே தெய்வயானை மணாளனே நீ கடை கண் பாசோலை மலை கரசே சுந்தர ரூபனே தெய்வயானை மணாளனே நீ கடை கண் பாஷன் முக பிரியனே நாமம் சதா ஜபிக்க அருள்தா ஷண்முக பிரியனே நாமம் சதா ஜபிக்க அருள்தா ஸ்ரீக மாகரி சனிதனி சாரி கனி சாரி சாதனி சா ரீக மாகரி சனிதனி சாரி கனி சாரி சாதனி சா சானிதனி நீத பாத தபமா பா தபம கம பதனி சானிதனி நீத பாத தபமா பா தபம கம பதனி சானிதனி நீத பாத தபமா பா தபம கம பதனி சதனிதனி நீத பாத தபமா பா தபம கம பதனி சதனிதனி நீத பாத தபமா பா தபம கம பதனி சானிதனி நீத பாத தபமா பா தபம கம பதனி சானிதனி நீத பாத தபமா பா தபம கம பதனி சரிக நி சரி தனி சா பதனி தனி கரி சா ரிசா ரிசா நிதனி ரிசனி சனி சானித பத சானித நித கம பதனி ஷண்முக பிரியனே நாமம் சதா ஜபிக்க அருள்தா ஷண்முக பிரியனே நாமம் சதா ஜபிக்க அருள்தா ஷண்முக பிரியனே நாமம் சதா ஜபிக்க அருள்தா ஓம்கார சுவாமிநாத தந்தைக்கு உபதேசம் செய்தாயே ஓம்கார சுவாமிநாதா தந்தைக்கு உபதேசம் செய்தாயே வெற்றி வேலா வீரவேலா ஞானவேலா சக்தி வேலா வெற்றி வேலா வீரவேலா ஞானவேலா சக்தி வேலா வருவாய் தருவாய் நலமும் அருளும் திருமுருகா குகா அருமுகனே பாவால் உன்னை பஜித்தேன் தாசன் கிருஷ்ணன் பணிந்திடும் ஷண்முக பிரியனே நாமம் சதா சதாஜபிக்க அருள்தா ஓங்கார சுவாமிநாதா தந்தைக்கு உபதேசம் செய்தாயே வெற்றி வேலா வீரவேலா ஞானவேலா சக்தி வேலா வருவாய் தருவாய் நலமும் அருளும் திருமுருகா குகா அருமுகனே பாவால் உன்னை பஜித்தேன் தாசன் கிருஷ்ணன் பணிந்திடும் சண்முக பிரியனே உன் நாமம் சதா ஜபிக்க அருள்தா 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 சண்முக பிரியனே உன் நாமம்
At this point, I want to acknowledge the incredible efforts by Guru Suresh for his impeccable and beautiful choreography, and to all the musicians who brought this experience so live to us today. They worked day and night back in India. They are unable to be here with us, but our gratitude and thanks goes to each one of them for making this experience so beautiful. Thank you.
There's one technical word that I would want to use to describe this performance. Wow. What a breathtaking presentation of the Kola Mayil Vahanane Varanam. Shonita, you were truly mesmerizing with your beautiful costume, movements, and abhinaya. And big thank you to Guru Suba and Guru Suresh, plus the musicians, for elevating this performance with the Nattavangam, vocals, and instruments. Please, let's give them all a big round of applause. I would like to request Sri Ravi Srinivasan, Shonita's father, to introduce the chief guest for this evening.
We're honored today to have Sri Cleveland Veeravanallur V. Sundaram. He is the architect of the Cleveland Aradhana, North America's largest Indian classical arts festival. He is a global patron and promoter of classical Indian arts, and most importantly, he's an ultimate inspiration for the growth of music and dance among the younger generation in North America and in India. Sundaram Mama, thank you so much for joining us today on this special day. You flew in from Michigan just for this. We'd like to request you to join us on stage. We'd like to honor you and have you share a few thoughts at this time. Sundaramama, we'd like you to say a few words.
Good evening to all of you. Thank you very much. I get the operating word today is few words. I understand that. First, I want to begin with a small apology. I have a wedding to attend tomorrow morning. So I said that I'll come in, attend most of the performance today, but I may not be able to stay for the end of it. I have to catch a flight back. And they accepted, and I'm so ever grateful for Shonita, her parents, and her guru for involving me in this artistic journey of Shonita, this milestone event as part of that one, to which my sincere gratitude to them. Today's performance is a culmination, as they said, of years of training under Guru Suba. Guru Suba embodies, I would say, one of the finest tradition in classical Bharatanatyam, the Pandanallur style. Our Guru, Indira Rajan, is a very eminent Nattuvanar, a choreographer, and in her heydays, a great dancer. Her Nattuvangam, I don't know how many of you heard it. If you didn't have a chance to hear it in person, I would encourage you to go and listen to it in YouTube or one of the social medias. It's something that is very rarely heard. It's very aggressive way of saying the jatis. You will rarely hear it coming from even some of the male Nattuvanars. Coming from her, it has got an electrifying, absolutely electrifying impact on the Bharatanatyam recital. Shubha is a worthy disciple of this legendary dancer, choreographer, and Nattuvanar, because she has imbibed the very, very best in that. And today, what we saw in Shonita's dance was the handing down of the tradition, the legacy of a dance form that goes back at least 5 to 6 generations. In fact, Indira Rajan hails from a family that goes back to the Tanjore quartet themselves. One of them have learned from Muthuswami Dikshidhar. So there's a parampara that imbibes both the best of the music as well as dance. And that is what Shubha's, Guru Shubha's dance is all about, her teaching is all about. In today's program, when Shonita started out, there were two contrasting things that I noticed. The Alarip Jatiswaram, she started at a slow pace, slower than normally that is taken. And that's very difficult to maintain, because maintaining the Adavu and the Talam in a slower pace is far more difficult than at a moderate pace. And then in the Uttarangam, the second part of the Varnam, the pace was blistering, absolutely blistering pace. And she had done that after a Trikala Jati at the beginning. And that essentially showed the complete mastery that Shonita has got, both in Adavis as well as in Nritta. And that is a blessing that she got from her Guru Shubha. The most important thing in Bharatanatyam is that with extremely hard work, dedication, countless hours of practice, you can get the Adavis straight. You can get the Nritta also straight. But what is very difficult to get is the bhavam. The bhavam, or the grace that comes out, is something that has got to come from within. It is not something that people can teach you. They can give you the sanchari, what the sanchari is all about, but conveying that to the audience requires a grace. That's all I can say. How do you get it? Nobody knows that. You either have it, or it is for you years of training to get it to some degree later. This is not praise for the sake of praise. But today in Shonita's performance, that grace was very evident, absolutely evident. It came from within. And there's a couple of reasons for that. One is that dance is always, in many people's mind, the ultimate culmination of music. The great Bala Saraswati once said that She spends about 90% of her time to understand the music, and then she will spend only about 10% on the dance part of it. Shonita is a gifted singer, gifted musician, I know that. And integrating that music into the dance just naturally brings out the bhavam and the grace of the dance. And today we saw ample evidence of that in her performance. If you look back at some of the legends of today, take for example Vaijayantimala Bali. She's a gifted singer. The Kamala, the legendary Kamala dancer, also is a gifted singer. Both of them, when they came to Cleveland, they gave a vocal performance before their dance performance. In that tradition today, I was reminded of what I have seen earlier. For example, when Kamala, Radha and Vasanti, the three sisters, used to dance, Kamala will sometimes sing for the other two people, and then when she dances, Radha will go and sit and sing for the performance, because they learned from Ramnath Krishnan and D.K. Jayaraman and other great musicians. In that sense, today, it brought back memories of those great giants when she started the invocation that Shonita herself sang, and what a blessing to have her father accompany her on the violin today. This performance today is not a milestone for just Shonita. It's a milestone in terms of what can be achieved if you put in sufficient amount of dedication and hard work and have an innate jnanam, and then you also have an innate musical sense. Shonita's performance today in that sense is a milestone. It's something for others to look up to. And this is not said very lightly. She's got a very glorious future, absolutely glorious future. And she's blessed with a few things. One is her guru, Suba. Suba herself is an absolutely great dancer, a great choreographer, and a great guru in this area. Having her as a teacher, as her guru, is a true blessing. Having a family that supports her, which is also a musical family, is another blessing. With that, she has got, as I said earlier, a couple of times, her innate sense of jnanam, her absolute dedication to this art form. These are the things that's going to make her one of the rising stars in Bharatanatyam. My very, very best wishes to Shonita. My very, very humble pranams to the legendary dancers who preceded her and whose lineage and other things was reflected in Suba's teaching, which got translated into today's performance. And my very heartfelt thanks to the Srinivasan family for including me as part of today's program. Thank you very much.
We'll now have Shonita's sister, Sanjukta, say a few words. Give me 1 second.
Hello, my name is Sanjukta Srinivasan. I am Shonita's younger sister. Before I go on with my speech, I would like to tell Shonita, wherever you are, your Varnam was great. On to my speech. I have been one of the very few people to witness Shonita practicing while going through one of the most difficult years she has ever been through. As much as everyone here had the same impression of COVID, the first 2 weeks of no school sounded fun, until it hit us badly, with no social interaction and the Arangetram needing to be scheduled with no clear end date in sight. Shonita was obviously upset, but even though she never knew when her Arangetram would come, she still practiced and gave it her all. She has done everything she could to come here today and show herself with a smile, passionate about the things she has done for almost her entire life. Practices this past 2 months have been stressful for everyone. 6 a.m. practices with bathroom fights. Shonita was lucky enough to learn most of her pieces in person with Suresh sir and Shubhanti. My mom has to drive 1 hour one way to Scotch Plains, so Shonita can practice with Shubhanti almost every day. Those rides were extreme torture. Lectures and lectures, music after music, it never ended. The strength behind this is not easy to have. She has to have the stamina to be able to dance for 3 hours. My mom, sister, and father have all been going to the gym almost every day at 6 a.m. for class for the last year so Shonita could get the stamina she needed. They then came home and spilled the tea about the class, and it was very interesting. Shonita learned the art of multitasking by getting ready for her Arangetram. She had to work on her college application for her essay, her internship with the mayor of Monclair, and the governor campaign she is part of. Of course, as normal siblings, Shonita and I fight all the time, but at the end of the day, she's still my sister, and I admire all the work she puts into everything. It took Shonita a long time to get where she is today and everything perfect. Good luck with the rest of your Arangetram. I know you're going to do amazing. I love you, Shonita.
As Guru Suba mentioned, Shonita's, the other Guru, Sri Suresh, Swamimalai Suresh Kalidas, he could not be here with us today. We're going to be having a very, very special video by him, which was sent to me at 4 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time this morning from Chennai, and he will now be featured to join our program.
Namaste and good evening to all. I feel so happy to take part in this happiest occasion of the Arangetram debut performance of Shonita. Congratulations and all the best, Shonita, for a rocking performance. I'm sure you will do very well. It's been a very responsible summer, not only for you, also for all the other girls who have completed their Arangetrams this year. I sent my message for the 100th Arangetram, but unfortunately, I could not send my message to all the other girls as I was busy doing all the recordings. So through this video, I wish to convey my wishes to all the other girls. Starting with Pavni. Pavni, you really worked so hard and proved that one can become successful only through sincerity and hard work. And then Shriya and Tarunya, your performance was so calm and simply beautiful. Next, the twins, Hansika and Karishma. You both are very responsible kids and you did a wonderful job. And then Varsha and Meera, your performance was very well coordinated and an excellent performance by both of you. I'm sure, Shonita, you're also going to present a wonderful performance today. For the past 2 months, we've been hearing Zoom class, low network, recording, punching, mixing, mastering, rough recording, final mastered audio, V-transfer, live class, and etc., etc. Yes, finally, we are successfully completing this year's Arangetram. Myself and the musicians, we were not able to travel this year because of the COVID restrictions. And it became very challenging for us to conduct all the Arangetrams. But with the blessings of Lord Shiva, we are able to successfully complete all the Arangetrams this year. I thank Shubha Madam for taking care of all the live classes and helping me to do all the recordings. I convey my wishes and success to all the girls in their future endeavors. I also thank all of you for making this celebration so memorable. Thank you.
So now it's time to introduce the star of this evening, Shonita. Shonita is in grade 12 at Monclair High School in Monclair, New Jersey. She has learned Bharatanatyam from Shubhanjali's School of Performing Arts since she was 6 years old. She is a Carnatic vocalist and has actively performed concerts and won prizes in New Jersey and Cleveland. Shonita is in her school's STEM program and actively involved as a STEM and peer mentor or leader. She's also actively involved in her broader community, including setting up a retail business in the south end of Montclair, and as the North Jersey coordinator for the Green Party's campaign in New Jersey. Shonita was part of the New York Times Summer Academy this past summer, and aspires to pursue a career in communications and politics. As one of close friends of Shonita, I just wanted to say that I'm so happy for her today. Whatever it might be, whether it's her artistic or academic pursuits, she always puts her heart and mind in everything she does. Her dedication, discipline, determination are just so admirable, and she's truly an inspiring and amazing star and friend. Now, I would like to introduce the ray of sunshine in Shonita's life, her little sister, Sanjukta. Sanjukta is a 7th grader at Newark Academy. She too has been learning Bharatanatyam from Shubhanjali's School of Performing Arts since she was 6. She learns Carnatic and Western violin, and is part of her school's string orchestra. She is a pianist as well, and an avid soccer player with Monclair United. Our next piece is Shri Ganesha Charanam. Shri Ganesha Charanam is a piece that praises Lord Ganesha, the elephant-faced god and son of Parvati. Lord Ganesha is revered as the remover of obstacles and the protector of all. His courage, wisdom, and strength are described in this piece. Shri Ganesha Charanam is in the Tilang Ragam and set to Adi Talam. This song is another brilliant work by the popular composer Sri Papanasam Shivan. Let's welcome Shonita to the stage for her performance of Shri Ganesha Charanam. Thank you.
गजाननं भूतगणाधिसेवितं गजाननं भूतगणाधिसेवितं कपित्तजम्बो फलसारभक्षितम् कपित्तजम्बो फलसारभक्षितम् उमासुतम् शोक विनाशकारणो नमामि विघ्नेश्वर पादपङ्कजम् उमासुतं शोक विनाशकारणं नमामि विघ्नेश्वर पाद पङ्कजम् पाद पङ्कजम् पाद पङ्कजम् श्रीगणेश शरणं श्रीगणेश शरणं गजानन श्रीगणेश शरणं गजानन श्रीगणेश शरणं गजानन देवर मुनिवर पणियुं दयाकर श्रीगणेश शरणं गजानन देवर मुनिवर पणियुं दयाकर श्रीगणेश शरणं நாகாபரணனே நான்மறை போற்றும் நாமனே பிரணவ ரூபனே நாகாபரணனே நான்மறை போற்றும் நாமனே பிரணவ ரூபனே நாகாபரணனே நான்மறை போற்றும் நாமனே பிரணவ ரூபனே ஜெய ஸ்ரீ கணேச சரணம் கஜானன தேவ சவரதனே பாதம் நம்பும் ராமதாசவரதனே மோதக பிரியனே கௌரி சுதனே பாதம் நம்பும் ராமதாசவரதனே மோதக பிரியனே கௌரி சுதனே ஆதிதேவன் நினதின்னருள் இல்லையேல் வேதனும் மாலும் செய்தொழில் உண்டோ ஆதிதேவன் நினதின்னருள் இல்லையேல் வேதனும் மாலும் செய்தொழில் உண்டோ ஆதிதேவன் நினதின்னருள் இல்லையேல் வேதனும் மாலும் செய்தொழில் உண்டோ ஸ்ரீ கணேசா சரணம் கஜானன தேவர் முனிவர் பணியும் தயாகர ஸ்ரீ கணேசா சரணம் ஸ்ரீ கணேசா சரணம் ஸ்ரீ கணேசா சரணம்
என்னதவம் செய்தனை.
Kavya, it's Jagadodharana.
Yeah, I just wanted to.
Oh, it's like, okay, copy.
என்னதவம் செய்தனை யசோதா, என்னதவம் செய்தனை யசோதா, எங்கும் நிறை பரபிரம்மம் அம்மா என்றழைக்க என்னதவம் செய்தனை. Mother's love, it's always special and timeless. In honor of that, Shonita would like to dedicate her next piece in the Arangetram, Jagadodharana, to her lovable mother, who has always ignited the confidence and belief in her. She continues to be inspired by her mother's determination and love. Shonita would like to convey her unconditional love and respect for her through this special, dedicated performance. Now, about Jagadodharana, this is a type of a padam. A padam is a very slow-moving and lyrical piece. Oftentimes, the lyrics in the padam are very poetic. The padam is important in the Bharatanatyam repertoire because it is emotive and showcases the art of abhinaya. As we talked before, abhinaya is the use of expression to convey the story. Today, Shonita will be performing Jagadodharana, set to the alluring Kapi Ragam and Adi Talam. Jagadodharana was composed by the mastermind, Sri Purandaradasa. In this melodious composition, Sri Purandaradasa describes the bond between Mother Yasoda and her son Krishna. Now, what kind of mother was Yashoda? It goes without saying that she loved her son Krishna. Sometimes she was strict, tying him down when he was especially naughty. Other times, she turned a blind eye by ignoring the butter he stole with his friends. And a few times, she enjoyed the mischief in chasing Krishna. Even when the other women got angry at Krishna for causing trouble, Yashoda was fiercely loyal and assumed that Krishna was just like any other child. Through portraying these stories, the Padam emphasizes Yashoda's innocence when she takes care of Krishna. In fact, throughout the Padam, Sri Purandaradasa asks, who has got this kind of boon? Who has got this kind of bhagya? The great Lord who has saved the world in all of his 10 avatars is playing with Yashoda, and Yashoda is playing with him purely as her son. It is this innocence and pure love that the Padam hints at. With that, let us cherish Shonita's performance of Jagadodharana.
ಜಗದೋಧಾರಣ ಆಡಿಸಿದಳೆ ಶೋದ ಜಗದೋಧಾರಣ ಆಡಿಸಿದಳೆ ಶೋದ ಜಗದೋ ಧಾರಣ ಆಡಿಸಿದಳೆ ಸೋದ ಜಗದೋಧಾರಣ ಆಡಿಸಿದಳೆ ಸೋದ ಜಗದೋಧಾರಣ ಆಡಿಸಿದಳೆ ಶೋದ ಜಗದೋಧಾರಣ ಆಡಿಸಿದಳೆ ಶೋದ ಜಗದೋಧಾರಣ ಧಾರಣ ಮಗನೆಂದು ತಿಳಿಯುತ್ತ ಮಗುಕಳ ಮಾಣಿಕ್ಯನ ಆಡಿಸಿದಳೆ ಸೋದ ಮಗುಕಳ ಮಾಣಿಕ್ಯನ ಆಡಿಸಿದಳೆ ಸೋದ ಜಗದೋ ಧಾರಣ ನಿಗಮಗೆ ಸಿಲುಕದ ಅಗಣಿತ ಗುಣಗಣ ನಿಗಮಗೆ ಸಿಲುಕದ ಅಗಣಿತ ಗುಣಗಣ ಸುಗುಣಾಂತರಂಗಣ ಆಡಿಸಿದಳೆ ಸೋದ ಸುಗುಣಾಂತರಂಗಣ ಆಡಿಸಿದಳೆ ಸೋದ ಸುಗುಣಾಂತರಂಗಣ ಆಡಿಸಿದಳೆ ಸೋದ ಜಗದೋ ಧಾರಣ ನ ಪರಮ ಪುರುಷನ ಪರವಾಸುದೇವನ ಪರಮ ಪುರುಷನ ಪರವಾಸುದೇವನ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲನ ಆಡಿಸಿದಳೆ ಸೋದ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲನ ಆಡಿಸಿದಳೆ ಸೋದ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲನ ಆಡಿಸಿದಳೆ ಸೋದ ಜಗದೋ ಧಾರಣ ಜಗದೋ ಧಾರಣ ಆಡಿಸಿದಳೆ ಸೋದ ಜಗದೋ ಧಾರಣ ಆಡಿಸಿದಳೆ ಸೋದ ಜಗದೋ ಧಾರಣ ಆಡಿಸಿದಳೆ ಸೋದ ಜಗದೋ ಧಾರಣ ಜಗದೋ ಧಾರಣ ಜಗದೋ ಧಾರಣ
Shonita has left us all astounded with her soul-stirring performance to Jagadodharana. Her expressive portrayal of Krishna and Yashoda's loving relationship shows how incredible she is at channeling emotions into the dance. And I'm sure that Shonita's mom really enjoyed this performance that has been dedicated to her, so it's a sweet surprise. Now, along with the Pushpanjali, Kautavam, Varnam and Padam, an Arangetram may also include a Kirtanam. A Kirtanam is another Abhinaya-oriented item where the lyrics are interlaced with the Jadis and Swaras. Shonita will now be performing Natanam Adinar, a Tamil composition by Sri Gopalakrishnan Bharati. Set to Vasantaragam and Kanda Atatalam, Natanam Adinar describes Lord Shiva, the powerful cosmic dancer. In the song, Lord Shiva's dance at Chidambaram is described to be so blissful that the entire world pulsates from the sound of his dance. An interesting aspect of Natanam Adinar is the Solikatta Swaras, which make this composition very energizing and dynamic. Let's welcome Shonita for her magnificent performance of Natanam Adinar.
குனித்த புருவமும் கோவை செவ்வாயில் குமிழ்சிரிப்பும் குனித்த புருவமும் கோவை செவ்வாயில் குமிழ் சிரிப்பும் பனித்த சடையும் பவளம் போல் மேனியில் பால் வெந்நீரும் பனித்த சடையும் பவளம் போல் மேனியில் பால் வெந்நீரும் இனித்த முடை எடுத்த பொற்பாதம் காண பெற்றார் மனித்த பிறவியும் வேண்டுவதே இம்மாநிலத்தே இனித்த முடை எடுத்த பொற்பாதம் தனித்த பிறவியும் வேண்டுவதே இம்மாநிலத்தே. நடனம் ஆடினார் வெகு நாகரீகமாகவே கனக சபையில் ஆனந்த 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 நடனம் ஆடினார். வடகையிலையில் முன்னாள் மாமுனி கருள் செய்தபடி தவறாமல் தில்லை பதியில் வந்து தை மாசத்தில் குரு பூசத்தில் பகல் நேரத்தில் வடகையிலையில் முன்னாள் மாமுனி கருள் செய்தபடி தவறாமல் தில்லை பதியில் வந்து தை மாசத்தில் குரு பூசத்தில் பகல் நேரத்தில் தாம் தக்கிட்ட தகஜம் தகணம் தரிகும் தரிதி திமி ததினம் தரினம் தரிகும் தரி ததினு தினுத திதாம் தீதாம் தீதாம் தக்கிட்ட தகஜம் தகணம் தரிகும் தரிதி திமி ததினம் தரினம் தரிகும் தரி ததினு தினுத தீதாம் தீதாம் தீதாகத தஜனு தனம் திண்டிங்குத தெய்ய தெய்ய ததினு தக்கிட்ட தக்க தக்க தஜனு தக்க தக்கிட்ட கிட்ட தாம் திக்கிட்ட கிட்ட தை தத்தோம் என்று நடனம் ஆடினார் வெகு நாகரீகமா படமாட தோம் தோம் என்று பதவிகள் தந்தோம் என்று இஷ்டமுடனே கோபால கிருஷ்ணன் ஆட சடையாட அரவு படமாட அதில் அடமாட தோம் தோம் என்று பதவிகள் தந்தோம் என்று தாம் தக்கிட்ட தகஜம் தகணம் தரிக்கும் தரிதி தினி தரினம் தரினம் தரிக்கும் தரி ததினு தினுத திதாம் தீதாம் தீதாம் தக்கிட்ட தகஜம் தகணம் தரிக்கும் தரிதி தினி ததினம் தரினம் தரிக்கும் தரி ததினு தினுத தீதாம் தீதாம் தீதாக தத ஜனுதனம் தடிண்டிங்குத தைய தைய ததினு தக்கிட்ட தக தக தஜனுத தக்க தக்கிட்ட கிட்ட தாம் திக்கிட்ட கிட்ட தை தத்தோம் என்று நடனம் ஆடினார் வெகு நாகரீகமாகவே கனக சபையில் ஆனந்த நடனம் ஆடினார் வெகு நாகரீகமாகவே கனக சபையில் ஆனந்த நடனம் ஆடினார்
This is a beautiful tribute to Lord Shiva. Shonita danced exceptionally with a strong understanding of the complex rhythmic patterns and the storyline. I would like to now invite Shonita's friends to the stage to say a few additional words. Fiona, Maddie, and Ethan.
Hi everyone, I'm Fiona.
I'm Ethan.
And I'm Maddie. We all met Shonita at different times but became friends all together about 2 years ago.
While messing around in chemistry as sophomores.
And competing ruthlessly in STEM class. Shonita has so many amazing qualities.
Like laughing 24/7 at jokes that are only half funny.
And always being willing to help us with our homework.
Shonita has always been an amazing friend. She's always willing to listen and lend a hand.
One of her most impressive qualities is her dedication, whether to her friends, her family, school, STEM, her future, and especially dance. Ethan and I have been friends with Shonita since elementary school, and she's always been passionate about her dance training.
Even with COVID pushing everything back by years, she persisted. Until finally, she got to this day, when she could finally show all her friends and family what she had learned.
Her unwillingness to give up or become discouraged inspires those around her every day, in school, around us, and out of school. She worked hard, putting in late nights and lots of physical work to get here today.
And we are so proud of her, and we know that we are not the only ones.
Shonita, everyone here today has come to see you perform and show you how proud they are of all the hard work you have put in. I think I'm speaking for all of us when I say that we are so lucky to be friends with such an amazing person. We love you, Shonita.
That was so sweet. And now I would like to invite Shonita's dance friends to also say a few words.
Hello, everyone. Give another round of applause for that stunning performance. This summer, Shonita has been a great friend to me. She's given me endless support and advice as we trained for our Arangetrams. She's not only an amazing person, but a beautiful dancer too. From her abhinaya, or facial expressions, to her footwork, she truly knows how to convey a story and entertain her audience. On behalf of Karishma, Hansika, Pavni, Meera, Shriya, and Tarunya, I would like to say that you're doing a phenomenal job, Shonita. Keep it up.
Hi everyone. Now I know we're all here to see Shonita dance. I'm going to keep this short and sweet. So my name is Tarunya and I've seen Shonita dance for about 5 years and I've also known her for that long. We became close friends very quickly during our Ramayana play performance, which seems so long ago now that I think about it. She looked beautiful as Sita that day and she looks even more beautiful on stage today. I love seeing how much Shonita has grown both as a person and as a dancer. Shonita, you're doing great and you look amazing on stage and I'm so excited to see the rest of your performance. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Shriya. I want to start off by saying how proud I am of you, Shonita. You have worked super hard for this moment and I'm so happy for you. Your expressions are amazing and you look absolutely stunning. Over this past summer, I've gotten to know Shonita even better than I did before. You are a very hardworking person and always determined to strive for perfection, and I love how you always tell me funny jokes. I'm so glad that I became friends with you and don't know what I would do without you during practices. Congrats again and keep up the great work. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Karishma, and for those of you who don't know me, I have gotten extremely close with Shonita through the Arangetram process. Shonita, you have worked so hard and long for this special day, and you waited the longest out of all of us, and I am so happy for you. I still remember the times during the intense summer practices at Sabanti's house when all of us would finish our dances and just sit down and laugh and talk while munching on our protein bars. It's memories like this that will always stay with me in my heart, and I hope they will stay with you too. You are caring, funny, and extremely dedicated, and I can't wait to see you continue to do amazing things. Keep up the hard work, keep smiling, and never stop dancing. Hansi and I love you so much, and we wish you all the best. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Meera. Though I've only really known Shonita for a few months through Arangetram training, even that short amount of time has made a very big impression on me. That impression being that no matter how hard I'm working, she's always working harder. She's such an inspiration, speaking both as a dancer and a student. Whether it be her vigorous academic pursuits or her perfectionism in her performance, she's always trying her hardest, and it is such an infectious attitude. Shonita is almost 3 years older than me, and despite being part of the scary older batch of kids in Shivanjali, she has always been so welcoming and helpful with her tips on our expressions and dance. You look absolutely magnificent on stage, Shonita. Keep dancing as beautifully as you are.
So amazing how all these dancers are just supporting each other, and we wish all of them the very best for the rest of their artistic journey. Our next piece for the Arangetram is the life story of Andal. The life story of Andal is a unique dance drama composed by Ramanujam. Andal was a Tamil poet and a Bhakti saint. This piece describes the pure love and intense devotion that Andal had for Lord Vishnu. In the story, Andal wants to know if she is worthy of marriage to the Lord as she aspires to wed him. Every day, Andal makes a garland and wears it on her neck. She then sends it to the temple to be decorated on her Lord, thus symbolizing their marriage. Unfortunately, one day the temple priest finds a strand of hair in the garland. The priest is upset and angrily informs Andal's father for disregarding the holiness of this temple. Andal's father reprimands her carelessness. That is when the Lord himself comes to him and asks for Andal's hand in marriage. The song culminates in the festivities of Andal's marriage to Lord Vishnu. The life story of Andal is a ragamalika, which is where different segments of the composition are set to different ragas. And the dance is a talamalika, with varying talams or rhythmic cycles throughout the composition. Interestingly, Shonita shares the star birthday with Andal, and a little trivia about her, her official first name is actually Andal. This particular song is also rendered by Srimati Neela Ramanujam and Party, and we are so thrilled to have her music in this program today. Let's put our hands together and welcome Shonita for her performance of the life story of Andal. The life story of Andal will begin in a few minutes. In the meantime, I want to introduce the final musician, Shri Kalai Rasan Ramanathan. Shri Kalai Rasan Ramanathan is a seasoned violinist and a disciple of Thanadevi Mitradeva and graduated with honors from Annamalai University in Chidambaram. He has received awards from various sabhas in India, and he is currently a permanent staff member at Bharata Kalanjali run by Shri VP Dhananjayan. At this time, I also want to talk a little bit more about Shonita for a few minutes before the performance begins. I've known Shonita for several years right now, and one of the things I truly admire about her is her discipline. And as you all know, Shonita is currently learning Carnatic music and Bharatanatyam, which is really hard to balance both. And along with that, she's super involved in academics. So I truly am inspired by her discipline, her commitment, and time management, which are also important skills that will later help her in life. And Shonita has always been a dear friend for me. Even though she's 2 years older than me, she has always answered all of my questions and been there for me. So I'm truly happy to be there to support her today at this Arangetram. And I'm so proud of all of her performances. It just continues to show how talented and dedicated Shonita is to the arts. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Shashi. I've known Shonita since I would say 5 or 6 years old. And I have to say she's done a commendable job today so far, and she'll continue to amaze us. I just wanted to add a few words about Shonita. We've known her. She was learning to dance, and my daughter and her have been together. They've gone to camps together, and the energy that Shonita brings, the smile she brings, it's just fortunate that we have her in our lives, including Suba, not forgetting you, yes. And I would say, just having Shonita, Sanjukta, watching them just yesterday night, that they were prepared. Shonita is prepared to do anything, not just to perform dance today, but in life. She is ready to take on any challenge that comes her way and also shine in that. And I would just add, Shonita, in the backstage, you've been doing amazing, and we would love to have another round of applause for her. And one more round of applause for Sanjukta. Sanjukta, you were awesome, and we can't wait to see you more on stage. In a few years, you'll have your Arangetram too, and we'll all be here cheering for you. And while Shonita is just getting ready, I think I'll just go get her. Thanks.
Yeah, so Shonita will be performing in just a few more minutes, but in the meantime, I wanted to ask, how was the Arangetram so far? I think the loud applause itself tells us how amazing it has been, and once again, we have to say thank you to Guru Suba, Guru Suresh, all the musicians, and everyone for enabling Shonita to reach this stage in her Bharatanatyam journey. And I think it's also important that we appreciate Shonita's family's dedication, especially her father, Sri Ravi. Yeah, let's please all give a big round of applause. Her father, mother, sister, they've all put their effort, time, and energy into this. And it's great to see how this performance is so successful and brilliant. So let's give everyone a big round of applause. And finally, I also want to thank you, the audience, for being so attentive rasikas. And it's really amazing to always share an art with everyone. So we really appreciate you taking the time to be with all of us today.
Hi everyone, thank you all for coming out today. I'm Sharanya, I'm Shonita and Sanjukta's second cousin, and I flew out here from California for the exciting occasion of Shonita's Arangetram. I just wanted to take a minute to add my praise onto everyone else's and say how excited I am and have been during this whole performance to see Shonita perform her Arangetram. I remember when Ravi Uncle and Shivanti came to my Arangetram, which I think was in 2009, I want to say, so it's really heartwarming to see Shonita perform today. I was living in New York 2 years ago and was really impressed with Shonita's dedication to Bharatanatyam as well as singing, as well as her warm personality and her diligence in school and all her endeavors. Once again, I just want to thank everyone for coming out, and I'm sure you're all as excited as I am to see the rest of Shonita's performance. Thank you all.
Thank you, Sharanya, and thank you, everyone, for your wonderful thoughts about Shonita. I did want to just a few quick reminders for everyone. We do have packed dinner outside. Please do take that on your way out after the program is over. Mr. Srini Iyer is also there, and he has validated parking passes for those of you who parked in the Red Hawk deck, and he can give those to you as well. And I think we'll be starting again in a couple minutes when Shonita gets ready. But in the interim, feel free to go outside and grab a snack before the program resumes. Thank you.
அந்த சூடிக் கொடுத்த நாச்சியார் சூடி களைந்த மாலையை கொண்டு வரும் அதைத்தான் சூட்டிக் கொள்ளுவேன் அதைத்தான் சூட்டிக் கொள்ளுவேன்
Shonita's portrayal of Andal was truly commendable and once again demonstrates her amazing ability to emotionally connect with the audience. Please, let's give her one more big round of applause. We have 3 wonderful items remaining. Before that, we would like to ask Sri Ravi Srinivasan, Shonita's father, to say a few words. Before that, I actually wanted to say that Shonita would like to thank her father because she's so grateful for his guidance in her musical and artistic journey. And Shonita believes that he is always a pillar of support for her. So please, let's give a big round of applause again.
Before I begin, a few other quick points for everyone. We have the signature book outside, as Suba mentioned. And we also have gift bags. So at the end of the program, when you leave, please do take one with you. In early 2002, I was about to board the PATH train at the corner of 31st Street and 6th Avenue, and I got this call on my phone. And phones were still a novelty back then, and I didn't recognize the number. And it was from Suba Ramesh Parmar. It was the first time I ever spoke to her, and it's been a wonderful 19 years of knowing her and having this association with the Shubhanjali School of Performing Arts. And then in fall 2004, so all of you know how old Shonita is, the first time we took Shonita outside the house, other than to the doctor's office, was to the Shubhanjali Arangetram of Jasmine Gadvi in Wayne, New Jersey. When that wonderful Arangetram ended, we went up and told Suba Parmar, who had just completed the Arangetram, that we had brought a 1-month-old baby with us. And she rushed immediately, I remember so clearly, to the back of the auditorium to meet Shonita for the first time. Suba, Ramesh, Gomati, Mami, and Madhu are really a part of our extended family. And I know Shonita, Sanjukta, and Suba are deeply grateful to have had the privilege of Suba's guidance for all these years. Suba's dedication to the art form, her exemplary patience with everyone, is an inspiration to all of us. Throughout the past 18 months, this trademark patience and flexibility has been especially critical to this Arangetram and to all the Shubhanjali Arangetrams that we had in 2021. We had the opportunity to meet Shri Swamimalai Suresh for the first time in 2017. He as well has had such wonderful patience and teaching discipline. And for those of us who are music and dance teachers, just watching him teach, watching Suba Parmar teach itself really helps us become better teachers, better individuals, frankly, in terms of imparting our knowledge with others. The highlight of Suresh's classes at 6:30 a.m. have, of course, been the guest appearances by his infant daughter, Pranati, who would literally rush into the middle of the Zoom session and bomb it. I know that both Suresh and Suba will continue to guide Shubha, my wife, Shonita, and Sanjukta for years to come. Shonita, your patience, resilience, and dedication to the arts and to this program is inspiring and makes us all so proud. You have shown such patience with the various changes we've all had to endure over the past 18 months. And then Sanjukta, your exceptional support of your sister and all of us in helping make this program happen has been very commendable, and you are as much a part of this program as all of us. I do want to acknowledge and thank all of you who have come today to encourage and support Shonita, especially our families and friends from outside the New York area. I know several of you are watching online from Australia to Europe to East Africa to India, and I know all of our gurus and teachers are watching from all over the world, and we thank you for your blessings on this very special occasion for us. We had so many family and friends supporting, and I know we want to get back to the program, so I'm just going to list some names, and my apologies in advance if I miss people. Karishma, Ganesh, Shashi, Tarun, Karthik, Ajita, Sharanya, Sudha, Akshay, Padu, Pichumani, Durga, Srini, Shobha and Ram, Pramod, Arvind, Jean, the two Dans, Ramesh, Joey, Nick, Amudan, Anjana, Corin, Justin, Renu, Anu, Raji, Balaji, Soumyan, Rama, Nimma, Parvati, all the backstage moms and dads, and of course the entire 2021 Arangetram team and girls and anyone else I missed. We are thrilled and indebted to the team that built and recorded the music for this program, as Suba has already told us. Shri Suresh, Hari Babu, Shashidhar, Kalayarasan. Likewise to Neela Ramanujam and Party for the Andal piece that we just had all the pleasure of watching. And, of course, Kavya Venkateshan, you have been the curator for the whole show, and you owned it. I'm now turning it back to you for the last items.
we continue this performance.
And I'm going to get killed if I don't say this. I really want to thank my wife, Suba. Without whom none of this would have happened.
And now we continue this performance with the Tilana. The Tilana is a rhythmic composition and one of the most exquisite items in the Arangetram. It is composed mostly of pure dance patterns, interlaced through the repeating verses of the Pallavi of the song. The Tilana explores all the intricacies of the Bharatanatyam dance by incorporating lively beats, quick tempos, and elaborate footwork. The Tilana is an important piece because it tests the speed, stamina, and artistry of the dancer. Shonita will be performing a Tilana in the Desh Ragam. Composed by Sri Lalguri Jayaraman and set to Adi Talam, this Tilana describes Lord Muruga, the one who wields the spear and protects the gods and the people. Throughout this composition, Lord Muruga is praised for his courage and his blessings are also sought. You are all definitely in for a real treat. So let's enjoy Shonita's energetic performance of the Tilana.
Takadim tadim nadrudim tatom trudim diranatana takadim tadim nadrudim tatom trudim diranatana takadim tadim nadrudim tatom trudim Nadrudim tatom trudim diranatana diranatakadim tadim nadrudim tatom trudim diranatana diranatakadim tadim nadrudim tatom trudim diranatana takadim tadim nadrudim tadom trudim diranatana takadim tadim nadrudim tatom 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 trudim धीरनातन धीरनातकदी तदी नादृदी ततोन्द्रुदी 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 धीरनातन धीरनातकदी तदी नादृदीं ततों धृदीं धीरनातनधीरनातकदीं तदीं नादृदीं ततों धृदीं धीरनातनधीरनातकदीं तदीं नादृदीं ततों धृदीं नादृतानि तुं नादृतानि तुं हृदीं तरिकिटजं 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 तन्न तद्दीं धीरनाधिरना नादृतानि तुं हृदीं तरिकिटजं 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 तन्न तद्दीं धीरनाधिरना नादृतानि तुं हृदीं तरिकिटजं 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 तन्न तद्दीं धीरनाधिरना नादृतानि तुं हृदीं तरिकिटजं 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 तन्न तद्दीं धीरनाधिरना ताकिट तद्दीं तकतडाङ्कुदीं धीरना दळङ्कुतकदीं दळङ्कुतकदीं दळङ्कुताकिट तद्दीं तकतडाङ्कुदीं धीरना दळङ्कुतकदीं 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 तदीं नादृदीं तदों हृदीं धीरनातनधीरनातकदीं तदीं नादृदीं ततों हृदीं तञ्जं निன்பदं दयाळायिनि அஞ்சேல் என்றாதரவோடருள்வாய் தஞ்சம் நின்பதம் தயாளாயினி அஞ்சேல் என்றாதரவோடருள்வாய் குஞ்சும் வள்ளி குஞ்சரி கணவா செஞ்சேவல சுரகாவல வேலா குஞ்சும் வள்ளி குஞ்சரி கணவா செஞ்சேவல சுரகாவல வேலா தஞ்சம் நின்பதம் தயாளாயினி அஞ்சேல் என்றாதரவோடருள்வாய் குஞ்சும் வள்ளி குஞ்சரி கணவா செஞ்சேவல சுரகாவல வேலா தகதரிகிடஜம் திமரிபமகரி தரிகிடஜம் திமபனிச கிடஜம் நிதப தகதீம் தகஜம் தகணம் தகதனிரி சனிதபமகரி சனிச தகதரிகிடஜம் திமரிபமகரி தரிகிடஜம் திமபனிச கிடஜம் நிதப தகதீம் தகஜம் தகணம் தகதனிரி சனிதபமகரி சனிச தகிடகிட தஜனுத திமிததாம் मम पप निनिसा तरिकिटजं किटतकजनुदीं तरिकिटतकजनुदीं दिमि तरिकिटतकजनु तकिटकिटतजनुत दिमिततां तां मम पप निनिसा सा तरिकिटजं किटतकजनुदीं तरिकिटतकजनुदीं दिमि तरिकिटतकजनु तकदीं तदीं नादृदीं तदों धृदीं धीरना धीरनातकदीं तदीं नादृदीं ततों धृदीं धीरनातकदीं तदीं नादृदीं ततों धृदीं धीरनातकदीं तदीं नादृदीं ततों
What a lively and lovely performance. Shonita perfectly executed the complex rhythmic patterns, and her feet danced across the stage with such intense fervor. Just truly shows how dedicated she is to the art of dance. So let's give her one more big round of applause. We will now begin the graduation ceremony, a much awaited moment for Shonita and her family. I'm sure you all agree that tonight's performance was quite the treat. Shonita has truly been excellently prepared and trained by Guru Suba Parmar and Guru Suresh Kalidas for this event. So at this time, I would like to invite Guru Suba so that she can be honored by Shonita and her family.
What a delightful performance by Shonita today. Shonita, you dreamt, you believed, you strived, and you achieved. Congratulations on your superb performance, and my best wishes and blessings for you for many more years of happiness and continued learning. Shonita is a happy-go-lucky girl. How many teachers can be as fortunate as me to have known the student right from the mother's tummy? From the day I have known Shonita as a student of Shubhanjali, I knew she had all the elements for becoming a good dancer. Very photogenic. Didn't she look like Andal today? Very graceful and with an excellent stage presence. Like with all happy-go-lucky girls, the key is to help them connect to their talented side and help them recognize the magic of effort. Once they recognize the value of perseverance and effort, they can almost achieve anything. Shonita did just that today and really inspired all of us through not only her graceful dancing, but also her melodious singing. We have another surprise awaiting for you. A well-deserved round of applause for Shonita. Preparing for an Arangetram is an amazing journey. It introduces various levels of experiences to help you transform into a magnificent being. The key is to allow these experiences to transform you. A beautiful story comes to my mind. A man found a cocoon of a butterfly. One day, a small opening appeared. He sat and watched the butterfly for several hours as it struggled to force its body through that little hole. Then it seemed to stop without making any progress. So the man decided to help the butterfly. He took a pair of scissors and snipped off the remaining bit of the cocoon. The butterfly then emerged easily, but it had swollen body and small shriveled wings. The man continued to watch the butterfly because he expected that at any moment the wings would enlarge and expand and be able to support the body, which would contract in time. Neither happened. In fact, the butterfly spent the rest of its life crawling around with a swollen body and shriveled wings. It never was able to fly. What that man, in his kindness and haste, did not understand was that the restricting cocoon and the struggle required for the butterfly to get through the tiny opening were God's way of forcing fluid into the body of the butterfly and into the wings so that it would be ready for flight once it achieved its freedom from the cocoon. Sometimes struggles are exactly what we need in our lives. If God allowed us to go through our lives without any struggles, it would cripple us. We would not be strong as what we could have been. We could never fly. I asked for strength, and God gave me difficulties to make me strong. I asked for wisdom, and God gave me problems to solve. I asked for prosperity, and God gave me brain and brawn to work. I asked for courage, and God gave me dangers to overcome. I asked for love, and God gave me troubled people to help. I asked for favors, and God gave me opportunities. I received nothing I wanted. I received everything I needed. I'm sure, Shonita, you have captured a glimpse of the joy today with all the hard work and perseverance you put into today's show. You have achieved a great milestone in learning this art, and I'm extremely thrilled to share this memorable moment with you. My sincere thanks to Ravi and my namesake Suba and their entire family for giving me the joy of teaching Shonita. They are very, very blessed parents who have given a great platform for their children to grow and flourish, and have greatly supported Shubhanjali in all its activities. My heart is truly touched by their love and affection. And my sincere thanks goes to my family, my husband, my daughter, my mother, without whose unconditional support I wouldn't be standing before you today. Thank you. I cannot find enough words to thank Suresh sir. He's such a great blessing to Shubhanjali. I know we are missing his presence here today, but he has worked extremely hard. I know this pandemic has really created disillusioned all of us in many ways, but I'm so proud of each one of the students who did their Arangetram, and today is the grand finale of the grand summer of Arangetrams we have had. And I congratulate and applaud Shonita and all the dancers for 2021 for their impact, for their courage and their endurance and their perseverance and their die-hard enthusiasm in making to overcome any obstacles. I'm so proud of all of you. I'm so proud of all of you. It's been like a rigorous summer, almost 8 to 10 hours of practices with all the children, because I didn't see them for the last 1.5 years, and they learned all the items over Zoom. And only the last 3 months we have had intense, very intense in-person classes. So great job, guys, great job. On this very special day with the blessings of all the elders and all our gurus, I'm very pleased to award the graduation to Shonita. Shubhanjali School of Performing Arts, New Jersey, presents the title of Shubhanjali Natya Dhruma Pallava to Shonita Srinivasan for the outstanding performance and the successful completion of a Bharatanatyam Arangetram, September 25th, 2021, at the Monclair Memorial Auditorium, Monclair State University, signed by Guru Suba Parmar and Guru Suresh Kalidas.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so very much. I wanted to start by saying thank you to everybody attending both in person and virtually. This has been one of the most amazing journeys that I've ever been on, and I am so thankful to share it with all of you today. Throughout this past year, I was able to expand my stamina, perseverance, and strength, both mentally and physically. As the summer began, I was extremely nervous to go to in-person classes. I hadn't practiced in a while, and I really did not want to let Auntie down. On the first day, Suba Auntie asked me what I wanted to practice. Naturally, I told her the two easiest songs in my repertoire, which are Pushpanjali and Harinarayana Kautvam. She immediately said no, and said, no, I'm going to start you off with your Varnam. You're going to go into the other room and practice it. And I was extremely nervous because I hadn't practiced my Varnam in a long time, and I really was scared to show her the state it was in. But lo and behold, a week later, I was able to get the framework of my Varnam that I had had months ago and build on it. And fun fact, next to Pushpanjali and Kautum, that was the first song that I had gotten down solid, which I am very, very proud of. There are way too many people to thank for this amazing day, and I'm going to do my best to make this quick. Suba Auntie and Suresh sir, words cannot describe the love and the thanks I have for you both. You both have been inspirations to me for the past few years, and you both saw something in me even when I didn't see it in myself. Auntie, for 17 years, you have watched me grow, and you have given me some of the best advice that will never leave me. Suresh sir, I need to give you a special thanks because you have put in so much hard work in recording all of this beautiful music for all the 2021 Arangetram girls. Let's give a round of applause for Suresh sir for all the time and hard work he has put into that recording. Suresh sir, I have one request for you. Please go sleep and spend time with your family, specifically your youngest daughter, Pranati, who has crashed our classes so many times. When you come here, please bring her, and I really want to babysit her, as do the other 2021 Arangetram girls. I need to thank my family, Amma, Dad, Son, and Sanjukta. For all of my life, the three of you have been making sure that everything for me was perfect, no matter what. You sacrificed everything to make sure that I was okay. Amma, thank you for being my personal Uber from dance class and back. I know it was not easy, and even though I rarely ever show it, I am extremely thankful to have you as my mom. Dad, you always know how to make me laugh, and while to the rest of the world, you're often serious and stoic, I know the true depths of your mischief. Sanjukta, words genuinely can't describe everything you've done for me all your life. Just being there and being the amazing sister you are, even today, making sure that I was okay after every dance and giving me hugs and kisses no matter what. And Sanjukta, honestly, nobody could ever replace you. You're my best friend, and there's really not much I can say because she's honestly a great sister. I would also like to thank my extended family for being here in person and on live stream. I know it was a lot for you guys to take flights and come here. I'd like to thank my grandparents, aunt, uncles, Sundaram Mama, I want to make a special thanks to you. You made the effort to fly down here specifically for my Arangetram in the middle of a wedding. Thank you so much for coming and speaking, and I am holding you to your word. I'm taking you out for pizza. And I'd like to thank everybody who has been helping me backstage. All of you have been oh so helpful. I mean, let's give a round of applause for my backstage team because they've been doing absolutely amazing. I'd like to conclude by thanking everybody. We have dinner after, so please stay, grab dinner. Thank you so much for coming and sharing this special day with me. Thank you.
We specifically want to acknowledge three people on stage today who've been instrumental in driving the operations of the program. One is Srimati Renu Kurian, who did all the makeup and the coordination. So Renu, if you could please join us on stage. All the decorations that you see here today, on stage, outside, were the efforts of Srimati Anu Ranganathan, and we would like to honor her on stage, please. And the one person who's actually been driving the operations of the program today, Kavya Venkatesan. And as Guru Suba Ramesh Parmar just said, we will now have a little surprise, and I'll turn it back over to Kavya.
தீராத விளையாட்டு பிள்ளை கண்ணன் தீராத விளையாட்டு பிள்ளை கண்ணன் தெருவிலே பெண்கள் கோயாத தொல்லை தீராத விளையாட்டு பிள்ளை. These lines directly translate to Krishna is an ever playful boy and the women on the streets are an endless trouble. It is no surprise that Krishna is always involved in some sort of mischief at the village. And this is the focus of the famous Tamil composition that I just sang a snippet of, Theerada Vilayattu Pillai. Theerada Vilayattu Pillai is in Raga Malika and is set to Kanda Jadi Thalam. It is my pleasure to announce that not only Shonita will be performing, but also her mother, Srimati Shubhavasan, and her sister, Sanjukta Srinivasan. As well, the violin for this item has been rendered by her father, Sri Ravi Srinivasan. So this is a magnificent treat from a very artistic family. This will be immediately followed by the Mangalam. It is customary to end all the performances with the Mangalam, in which the dancer offers her final prayers to the divine, guru, musicians, and audience. Shonita will be performing an uplifting Mangalam in Kannada on Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth. This is in the Madhyamavati Ragam and set to Aditalam. In fact, Shonita has herself sung this item in the recording, and thus she will get to dance to her own tunes. Before we wrap up, I want to take this opportunity to thank Shonita, Shubha Auntie, and Ravi Uncle for having me this evening as the master of the ceremony. I'd like to also thank all of you for being such an amazing and important part of the performance. There's always something special in being able to perform and share our art with a live audience, and you've all been so wonderful and attentive, and it's such a privilege to be able to present this Arangetram. So thank you so much. A few final announcements for those of you who wish to stay back and meet Shonita on stage. Please do feel free to come up after the performance. When you do so, please remove your shoes and maintain social distancing as much as possible. Along with that, we would greatly appreciate if you could please support the Cleveland Aradhana by contributing on the bin outside or using the QR code. The Cleveland Aradhana is a fantastic program, and it's definitely inspiring and supporting the next generation of artists. And with that, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and we now conclude the Arangetram with Theerada Vilayattu Pillai and the Mangalam.
தீராத விளையாட்டு பிள்ளை, தீராத விளையாட்டு பிள்ளை. கண்ணன் தீராத விளையாட்டு பிள்ளை. கண்ணன் தெருவிலே பெண்கள் கோயாத தொல்லை, தீராத விளையாட்டு பிள்ளை. கண்ணன் தெருவிலே பெண்கள் கோயாத தொல்லை, தீராத விளையாட்டு பிள்ளை. கண்ணன் தெருவிலே பெண்கள் கோயாத தொல்லை, தீராத விளையாட்டு. தின்னப்பழம் கொண்டு தருவான் கண்ணன், தின்னப்பழம் கொண்டு தருவான் கண்ணன், தின்னப்பழம் கொண்டு தருவான் கண்ணன், தின்னப்பழம் கொண்டு தருவான். பாதி தின்கின்ற போதிலே தட்டி பறிப்பான், என்னப்பன் என்னை என்றால், என்னப்பன் என்னை என்றால், என்னப்பன் என்னை என்றால், அதனை எச்சிற்படுத்தி கடித்து கொடுப்பான், தீராத விளையாட்டு பிள்ளை. அழகுள்ள மலர் கொண்டு வந்தே, அழகுள்ள மலர் கொண்டு வந்தே, அழகுள்ள மலர் கொண்டு வந்தே, அழகுள்ள மலர் கொண்டு வந்தே. என்னை அழ அழ செய்த பின் கண்ணை மூடிக்கொள், குழலிலே சூட்டுவேன் என்பான், குழலிலே சூட்டுவேன் என்பான். என்னை குருடாக்கி மலரினை தோழிக்கு வைப்பான், தீராத விளையாட்டு பிள்ளை. விளையாட்டு பிள்ளை, விளையாட்டு பிள்ளை. பின்னலை பின்னின்றெழுப்பான் கண்ணன், பின்னலை பின்னின்றெழுப்பான். தலை பின்னே திரும்பும் முன்னே சென்று மறைவான், பின்னலை பின்னின்றெழுப்பான். தலை பின்னே திரும்பும் முன்னே சென்று மறைவான். வண்ண புது சேலை தனிலே, வண்ண புது சேலை தனிலே, வண்ண புது சேலை தனிலே, புழுதி வாரி சொரிந்து வருத்தி குலைப்பான், தீராத விளையாட்டு பிள்ளை. விளையாட்டு பிள்ளை, விளையாட்டு பிள்ளை. புல்லாங்குழல் கொண்டு வருவான் கண்ணன், புல்லாங்குழல் கொண்டு வருவான் கண்ணன், புல்லாங்குழல் கொண்டு வருவான். புல்லாங்குழல் கொண்டு வருவான் கண்ணன், புல்லாங்குழல் கொண்டு வருவான். அமுது பொங்கி ததும்புணர் கீதம் படிப்பான், கள்ளால் மயங்குவது போலே, கள்ளால் மயங்குவது போலே. அதனை கண்மூடி வாய் திறந்து கேட்டு நிற்போம், தீராத விளையாட்டு பிள்ளை. கண்ணன் தெருவிலே பெண்களு கோயாத தொல்லை, தீராத விளையாட்டு பிள்ளை. கண்ணன் தெருவிலே பெண்களு கோயாத தொல்லை,
ಸೌಭಾಗ್ಯ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಬಾರಮ್ಮ ನಮ್ಮಮ್ಮನಿ 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 ಸೌಭಾಗ್ಯ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಬಾರಮ್ಮ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆಯ ನಿಕ್ಕುತ್ತ ಗೆಜ್ಜೆಯ ಕಾಲ್ಗಲ ನದವ ತೋರುತ್ತ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆಯ ನಿಕ್ಕುತ್ತ ಗೆಜ್ಜೆಯ ಕಾಲ್ಗಲ ನದವ ತೋರುತ್ತ ಸಜ್ಜನ ಸಾಧು ಪೂಜೆಯ ವೇಳೆಗೆ ಮಜ್ಜಿಗೆಯೊಳಗಿನ ಬೆಣ್ಣೆಯಂತೆ ಸಜ್ಜನ ಸಾಧು ಪೂಜೆಯ ವೇಳೆಗೆ ಮಜ್ಜಿಗೆಯೊಳಗಿನ ಬೆಣ್ಣೆಯಂತೆ ಭಾಗ್ಯ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಬಾರಮ್ಮ ನಮ್ಮಮ್ಮನಿ ಸೌಭಾಗ್ಯ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಬಾರಮ್ಮ ಕನಕವೇಷ್ಟಿಯ ಕರೆಯುತ್ತ ಬಾರೆ ಕನಕವೇಷ್ಟಿಯ ಕರೆಯುತ್ತ ಬಾರೆ ಮನಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾನವ ಸಿದ್ಧಿಯ ತೋರೆ ಕನಕವೇಷ್ಟಿಯ ಕರೆಯುತ್ತ ಬಾರೆ ಮನಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾನವ ಸಿದ್ಧಿಯ ತೋರೆ ದಿನಕರ ಕೋಟಿ ತೇಜದಿ ಹೊಳೆಯವ ಜನಕರಾಯನ ಕುಮಾರಿ ಬೇಗ ದಿನಕರ ಕೋಟಿ ತೇಜದಿ ಹೊಳೆಯವ ಜನಕರಾಯನ ಕುಮಾರಿ ಬೇಗ ಭಾಗ್ಯ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಬಾರಮ್ಮ ನಮ್ಮಮ್ಮನಿ ಸೌಭಾಗ್ಯ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಬಾರಮ್ಮ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಭಾಗ್ಯವ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಭಾಗ್ಯವ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಕಂಕನ ಕೈಯ ತಿರುಪುಟ ಬಾರೆ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಭಾಗ್ಯವ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಕಂಕನ ಕೈಯ ತಿರುಪುಟ ಬಾರೆ ಕುಂಕುಮಾಗಿದೆ ಪಂಕಜಲೋಚನಿ ವೆಂಕಟರಮಣ ಪಿಂಕಡರಾಣಿ ಕುಂಕುಮಾಗಿದೆ ಪಂಕಜಲೋಚನಿ ವೆಂಕಟರಮಣನ ಪಿಂಕಡರಾಣಿ ಭಾಗ್ಯ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಬಾರಮ್ಮ ನಮ್ಮಮ್ಮನಿ ಸೌಭಾಗ್ಯ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಬಾರಮ್ಮ ಸಕ್ಕರ ತುಪ್ಪ ಕಾಲುವೆ ಹರಿಸಿ ಶುಕ್ರವಾರದ ಪೂಜೆಯ ವೇಳೆಗೆ ಸಕ್ಕರ ತುಪ್ಪ ಕಾಲುವೆ ಹರಿಸಿ ಶುಕ್ರವಾರದ ಪೂಜೆಯ ವೇಳೆಗೆ ಅಕ್ಕರೆಯುಳ್ಳ ಅಳಗಿರಿ ರಂಗನ ಅಕ್ಕರೆಯುಳ್ಳ ಅಳಗಿರಿ ರಂಗನ ಚೊಕ್ಕ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲನ ರಾಣಿ ಅಕ್ಕರೆಯುಳ್ಳ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಬಾರಮ್ಮ ನಮ್ಮಮ್ಮ ನೀ ಸೌಭಾಗ್ಯ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಬಾರಮ್ಮ ನಮ್ಮಮ್ಮ ನೀ ಸೌಭಾಗ್ಯ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಬಾರಮ್ಮ
Thank you, everyone. Those of you who wish to take photographs or congratulate Shonita, please feel free to come on stage. Use that side of the stage to come in and this side of the stage to exit, please. Also, when you leave, please remember take the wonderful food that Bogue Restaurant has catered for us today and your parking validations for the Red Hawk deck. Thank you very much. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.